What's going on, guys? It's your boy Shade here, and welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be looking at an intel drop from Call of Duty on the multiplayer maps from Modern Warfare 3. The remastered versions of the OG MW2 maps from 2009, I believe, is when the game came out. I don't remember. I'm not good with years. Also, at the end of the video, I will have screenshots of most of the maps with different angles, so if you want to check that out, make sure you stay tuned. But let's get right into this video, because there's a lot of really good stuff here.
To give the player a new way to experience,
and I can't wait to see
classic maps.
What map was that? Was that Rundown? That looks so different.
When we told the art
Yo, look at Derail. If you guys don't remember, back in the day, Derail was very, very hard to see on. The visibility was ass because of all the blizzard and weather effects on this map. Made it hard to see relative distance. It made it hard to see inside the building. It made it hard to see inside the windows of the building, which it actually kind of looks like they added some lighting here, so maybe it will be a lot easier, which is good news because it was hard to see back in the day. It also looks like they toned down just the overall blizzard effect on this map, which is great because you couldn't really see. Wow, Invasion looks nice.
Lit up. They were
Favela looks good.
On which ones
Skid
they wanted
Row.
to go get reference for.
Maps really come through. They feel like they felt back then, and when you're playing high rise,
well, ain't that hard to make sure. Wow. Okay, hold on. Go back. Go back. Look how trimmed this looks. Look how clean it is. Like, it looks like I don't know, hired some guy to mow the lawn here. Like, the grass, if you remember Modern Warfare 2, you remember the grass in that game was always long or tall, and there was always a spot where you can kind of just lay in it and hide because it was super easy to do. But this looks really clean.
It really transported back.
Look how clean it looks. The grass isn't nearly as tall. That doesn't look like there's a lot of bushes. There's actually not, at least from what it looks like from my angle, not a lot of glass, if any. Actually, there might be glass here. There was glass back in the OG one, so hopefully they have glass here as well, just to make it, you know, exactly the same map. But this looks insane. This looks beautiful.
Questioned a lot of
Karachi. Wow. Whoa, this is huge. Look. So if you played the OG version, this map was the worst map in Modern Warfare 2 when it came to visibility in general. This was a nighttime map. It was also raining, and you couldn't see shit. Also, fog, I believe, was a thing in this map. I don't remember entirely, but this map had terrible visibility. It was not easy to see, and you could get away with using thermal, and sometimes you get lucky and you have like aim assist kind of help you out. But this map was terrible. This is going to be a really weird map to play on now, because you can now see everything, which is crazy to think. They have it daytime. They have what looks to be some fog, but not a lot. This might actually be a fun map to play now. I'm excited.
What was good about the gunplay of older games, and the same with the newer games. So we tried to marry.
Okay, so here's a different angle of Derail. It looks a lot more weather affected, which is fine, I guess. But this, you can definitely notice the weather effect now, and that doesn't exactly help with visibility on this map, but it, you know, that's just how the OG map was anyways. Plus, it should be a lot easier because if I remember correctly, back in the day, depending on what map you played on, your character model would be different. And on this map specifically, I'm pretty sure you were in this snowish costume or snow white version of the model of character model you'd be playing as. So I think it's going to be a lot easier now just because of a lot of the darker models, a lot of darker character models will make it easier to see you farther away. So keeping that in mind. A lot of
those things together.
Back in the day, we didn't have that. Hey, there's Rust. Look at that.
Best versions of those maps that people have ever played, because that's what we wanted. That's
also, something that was different back in the day is aim assist was nowhere near as strong as it is today. So these maps will play differently, regardless of what they've changed.
Similar. The biggest changes are really in a fidelity sense. Places like Afghan.
Wow, that looks like ass. Can't see a fucking thing with all the smoke here. Although it kind of looks like it's on the roof, so maybe it's not.
It might have been difficult to see.
Okay, so yeah, there is still a lot more dust smoke cloud stuff, but still looks really good. It looks really good still.
Some of the circumstances we have new.
They did keep the secret spot. They kept it. That's good. Maybe if there's not like an invisible wall there that blocks you from doing it, but I'm pretty sure you can get right on this heli still. or airplane still, and you can hop right into the secret spot. That's dope though.
Tools
That's sick.
to make that both look
They
better,
did keep it.
but also read
Wow, this
better.
map looks
So that your
beautiful.
target acquisition is
It's definitely an upgrade from the original, because the original one didn't really have a color palette. It was just like 1 or 2 colors all together. I mean, you could still see the props that were red and stuff when you were up here, but the grass, the rocks, and the overall map itself was just like 1 or 2 colors that kind of fade into each other. So it was pointless and you couldn't really see much of anything. This is a massive improvement because you can tell what color is what and where and how and things. So beautiful, beautifully done.
improved.
Beautifully done.
Favela's a map where it really
Look at
pushed our
Favela, dude.
opportunities
Oh.
to explore what you couldn't do in the old one and what you can do
Wow.
now. From an
Dude.
artistic side, the map has more detail than I think any other map.
Any doors?
In
No door.
high-rise,
Wait, hold on. No, 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 no,
from an
no, no, no. We got to
artistic
check for
side,
doors
the
here.
map
Nothing.
has more
Really?
detail than I think any other.
Unless they haven't
map.
added them yet. Dude, this
high-rise,
looks
it's
beautiful.
fun to
There's high.
explore.
Hey, hold on. Oh, hey, wait. In-game gameplay. We got the secret spot. We know we can get up in here, which means we could probably still make this jump like the OG map. Because this scaffolding is here and you can probably still run around the edge here and get up top and then go over here. That's super cool. And then obviously we're showing this part, which means scaffolding's right there. You can get on top of this crane and maybe you can climb all the way up the crane here and go for some OG crane shots. Would be super cool.
And jump on the scaffolding and
Wow.
mantle to places that you weren't able to.
Holy shit! That movement! Look at the mantling speed, dude!
Scaffolding and mantle to places that you weren't able to actually
That's
grab
just
or reach.
instant. Also, Uzi, by the way, pretty cool. But that is so fast. I can't believe that. After
Mantle
like
to
watching
places that you
Infinity
weren't
Ward's
able to
version of
actually
Modern
grab
Warfare
or
2,
reach
seeing
before
that is
now you can
insane.
get there.
when it was a
Oh
question
wait, hold on.
of whether
Grab or reach before holding and
I also just
mantle to
realized
places
this wasn't in the OG game. You couldn't
that
climb
you weren't
this
able-
and then go over this wall here. That was not in the original. Interesting.
able to actually grab or reach before now you can get there.
when
I don't think you could do this either.
whether it should
Yeah,
be
that
like
definitely.
the
Wait.
option
Right
of
here,
whether
last
it-
second, it looks like he starts
Yeah, it should
looking
be-
up as if he was going to climb that wall too. So I think literally the entire map
Like
is
grab or
climbable.
reach before now you can get there.
Like
And
looking
it
at
was a
this
question
and then
of
how he
whether
jumps to
it
this,
should
which
be
was
like
not a
the
thing, and then
original,
looks
or
up.
whether it should be
It looks
more
like he was
modern in
aiming
terms
to
of the
climb
metrics.
that wall
We went with the
as
original,
well.
and we pushed very
Interesting.
hard to make sure that that experience was as close.
You couldn't
to the
climb
original as
that
we
in the
possibly
original
could.
one. Dude,
While
the
we
mantling speed, it is fucking way
pushed very hard
faster
to make sure that
than
that
Modern Warfare
experience
2.
was as
Look at this
close to the
shit.
original as we possibly could, while we modernized.
I don't know if
it.
that's like a perk or something, but that is insanely quick, and that is good news because, oh my god, if we had another solo mantling climbing game like Modern Warfare 2, I would just not
experience was
play
as
it.
close to the original as we possibly could. While
it's
we
so
modernized
fast.
the look of the map.
I've seen people play it for the first time and they don't really know what they're going to see, and when that load screen shows up for Favela or for Quarry, you see them light up.
It's Quarry.
Oh my
Also,
gosh,
this
these are
looks
the maps
beautiful.
that-
Whoa, rundown? This looks like a completely different map. Hold on. No. We go back first. Quarry looks pretty good. There's a terrible angle to see anything, but that looks
Oh my
good.
gosh, these are the maps.
Rundown
that
looks beautiful.
I've been hoping they would
Scrapyard.
remake.
It's
The whole
alright.
team.
Wow, even Subbase. Subbase also had a weather effect on it that made it kind of hard to see at a certain distance, but like, even this looks clear. I will say though, like, these rocks back here look very under res compared to everything else. Like, this looks very low res textured, but that's probably just because it's an early build. They're not done yet.
Here is
But
super
that's
excited to
cool.
bring
This is
all
so
of these
cool.
Maps to fans everywhere.
And that's that. Promised I also have the screenshots that I said I would have at the end of the video here. This is a screenshot of Rundown. Looks absolutely beautiful, by the way. I hope this is a much more balanced map, because now that I think about it, Rundown was a terrible search and destroy map. It was super defense sided, and it was very hard for offense. Here's Derail, another angle here. Derail looks really good. You can see a lot of snow and stuff, which is insane, and I hope it's still visually viable, but we'll find out when we get to it. Here's Karachi. Karachi looks beautiful, by the way. I'm loving the way this map looks. This is one of my favorite S&D maps, even though people don't really like it as much, which is kind of weird, because I really like it. Here's another angle of High Rise. High Rise always looks good. I mean, you can't really fuck up High Rise here. High Rise looks beautiful, and I cannot wait to be playing this map. I cannot wait. Now here's a screenshot of Scrapyard. I think Scrapyard is the same as every other map. I really hope you can wallbang more in this, because in MW 2019, when they got rid of the wallbang spots, it made it much easier for campers to kind of stay in certain corners and areas of the map that you couldn't get them out of, which sucked a lot. Also, I really hope we can climb up on that pipe again. We used to be able to do that in the OG game. We could also do it in MW 2019. I hope we can do it in this one too, which would be really cool and such a good nod to nostalgia. Here's a much better screenshot of Quarry. You guys can actually see stuff now, which is super cool. We got the whole mid spot. This actually looks beautiful. I love the way this map looks. I'm super excited to play it. Here's Terminal. I'm not a huge fan of Terminal and Search and Destroy specifically, but Terminal itself is an iconic and decent map, and people are deserving of having this map. It's a great map. It's just not good for Search and Destroy. So I hope it plays well in this version of COD, but we have to wait and see, obviously. Here's another beautiful angle of Skid Row. I'm not going to do a whole lot or say a whole lot about it. I just hope that they change up the bomb sites a little bit, because I remember on this map specifically, one of the bomb sites is literally where you spawn, like quite literally in your spawn. So I hope they change it up a little bit, make it a lot more balanced, so it isn't just a one-sided one bomb site kind of map. Here's a state, and now this is what I was kind of talking about earlier. You can kind of see more bushes and stuff, but this looks absolutely beautiful, and I am so excited to play this map, because people don't like this map, but this is a great Search and Destroy map. This game overall had a lot of really good Search and Destroy maps, so I am really excited to play it. I really am. Finally, we have Rust here. It's not a good map in my opinion, but this will be where all the camo grinders go, without a doubt. And also, you can tell it's got a lot more modernization to it, which is actually pretty cool. It looks good. It looks great, actually. And I will never play this map ever in my life. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Much love.